influenced me to come to this session and motivated me to present this. Present this. Number one is I was influenced by the book called The Startup Nation by Senor and Sengar in 2009. We talked about Israel and what they have done in building the startup community. The Indian startup community started sometime during that time, and I'm very sure that it must have been influenced by the sterling book of these two authors. Israel has the highest per capita in terms of startup, in building startups and startup community, and India is the second largest in terms of numbers of startups. So therefore, the marriage between India and Israel looks to be made in heaven, if I can put it that way. Having said that, the two speakers who just came before me have more or less given the context for HCI, but I would like to give a context from the standpoint of IIT Mandi's Technology Innovation Hub and what we are doing in human-computer interaction. The pivotal activity of IIT Mandi's Technology Innovation Hub is in the area of translation research. So Dr. Michael Levy mentioned the slide which really influenced me was the theoretical targeting and the real world targeting. Reading in the books, writing papers and trying to come out with lab related studies and then trying to find out how it is applicable in real world is a big jump, is a very, very big jump. People talk about valley of death, people talk about TRS 3 and 4, people talk about going from 3 and 4 to 7 and 8. These are all tough tasks. Presenting it easy, but doing it is hard. So Dr. Levy, I'm very happy that you made my life easy because translation research is the world we are in and we know how difficult it is. So let me give a context of what IIT Mandi's Technology Innovation Hub does. We have been funded by the Department of Science and Technology this is a national mission. The national mission for cyber physical systems, which Dr. Sardana explained to us what does cyber physical system means. And our focus is in the area of human-computer interaction. We have tried to demystify human-computer interaction because it is hugely multidisciplinary. It is wide, it is deep. I don't know what all it is, but it covers too many subjects, too many expertise, and it is difficult to draw boundaries to human-computer interaction. Having said that, the first human-computer interaction is the computer mouse that was invented by Jeff Raskin way back in 1972. But from there, we have moved so far ahead, and human-computer interaction is something which I'll explain to you by drawing some guardrails because that is important. So we were formed in 2020 by the government to bridge the gap between the research done in the lab to bring it to the industry. And the idea is to make India the leader in human-computer interaction and with IIT Mandi being the center of excellence. So this is IIT Mandi in the beautiful state of Himachal Pradesh. I would invite each one of you who is in the audience to come to our campus and see what we are doing. We have a very fantastic Center for Human-Computer Interaction, and I'll explain to you what all we do here. So the pivot of the Technology Innovation Hubs, there are 25 of them, and we are one of the 25. Each one of them is doing something or the other in the world of technology. We'll have one of my colleagues from IIT Delhi talking about what he's doing in cobotics, which is also part of human-computer interaction. So our vision statement is translating technology to address real-world problems. And our mission statement is technology should be in harmony with human needs. Technology should not be for the heck of technology. It should be in harmony with human needs. It should address human needs. So again, when we talk about human-computer interaction, when I started this journey 2 years ago, people said UI UX is human-computer interaction. People talked about industrial design as human-computer interaction. But when we went deep into this, we found that it is a combination of too many subjects, which I explained to you some time ago. And here we try to simplify it for all of us. There is a combination of computer science, cognitive science, as Dr. Sardana mentioned, and industrial design. So this is a simplistic definition of human-computer interaction, but cognitive science talks about brain-computer interaction, which Dr. Michael Levin talked about. We are working in that area. Industrial design has a lot of components of mechanical engineering and materials engineering, and computer science, we all know, the combination of AI, ML, and whatnot. So I did a study of what the universities in Israel are doing in human-computer interaction. This was just a quick and dirty exercise because I got 24-hour notice to present this. So I found that the Tel Aviv University, they run a Israel HCI conference, and they talk about human-computer interaction in functional areas of user wellness, interaction across realities, interfaces and values, and human-computer interaction. And I was surprised to find that whatever Israel so far away is doing and whatever we are doing without interfacing with each other, there are some degree of commonalities. So we have defined our technologies as user interface and user experience as one of the technologies. Augmented reality and virtual reality, the other technology, and AI, ML, and generative AI design are the third technology. So if the technologies have to be considered for human-computer interaction, these are the must-have technologies we need to have to call that we are working in human-computer interaction. But talking about technology doesn't help. The patient does not care about technology. The doctor does not care about technology. The designer does not talk about technology. They look at end results. So therefore, we have defined it in a domain area as assistive technology, including brain-computer interaction, to access and use of technology regardless of the abilities of the user. Then experience technology, which is making technology usage functional and enjoyable. Device-led technology, that is the usage of device features and capabilities to enhance the user's intuitive interaction. And last but not the least, which came out only a couple of years ago, generative AI is upending the world of HCI and how it is reshaping the application interface, computational processes and capabilities. We are working on those areas. I'll give a glimpse of what all we are doing through startups and through our own research projects trying to work with the industry. It is a glimpse because I'll be picking up some of the best examples which I can share with all of you before lunch. So our portfolio for activities has been defined by the Department of Science and Technology. We have to work on 4 areas: research and technology development, incubation and acceleration, skill development, and industry and international collaboration. So all these things are pivoted around the number one point of research and technology development. So all things are subsumed under research and technology development. Incubation and acceleration is related to translation research. Skill development is related to creating downstream skilled forces for the work which we are doing. And industry collaboration is the event which we are attending today to figure out how do we collaborate with each other so that we do not reinvent the wheel. We try to do things in an accelerated manner through collaboration. So in incubation and acceleration, which was of your core focus when I talked to Dr. Jain and Dwivedi ji, and they said that you talk about our startup community. You will be happy to know that we have around 86 startups today, and it is all spread across these 4 areas. In assistive, we have the largest of 40 in number. In experience technology, we have 23. In device-led, we have 19, and it is spread across the country. We would like to go to, say, Israel. We would like to work with Israel and other parts of the world, but first we have to strengthen ourselves within the country because we have too many problems to solve in human-computer interaction. Some of the leading startups in the world of human-computer interaction, IIT Madras, iHub is supporting and mentoring. This is one of the one of the prize startups we have of building smart glasses, and it is done by an Ahmedabad-based startup funded and mentored by us. We have co-built the computer vision platform for the visually impaired. This is a startup which has gone beyond TRL 9 and it is already being sold in the country. Though it is being sold to the indigent or the poor, and it is sold through the NGOs because the poor cannot afford it. So affordability is important, so we have kept it affordable. And it is today, we have sold around 2,000 units of that. We are now going to the corporates like the Google, Microsoft, Amazon. They have shown interest in this product to bring in inclusivity in their community. So the corporate sales will take place very shortly. And we have funded them up to 5 lakhs, but they are an LLP, so we will be investing in this company, and it is already go to the demo. The model over there.
Yeah, see.
The second startup which we wanted to talk about is in the production floor. Many times the operators, at least in India, may not be that literate to understand alphabets and numbers, but yet they may be very dexterous when they are working in the production floor. So many times in a contractual labor situation, the operators keep on changing, and new operators come for at different points of the day or different parts of the month. So therefore, there was a requirement which came from the second largest cancer drug company, generic cancer drug company in the country, which said that can you create something using augmented reality to create a training manual for the digitally less literate who can just use the mobile phone, and then they can understand what needs to be done in a 3-stage process of tablet manufacturing. So we have created very successfully for this company, which is at TRL level of 7.48 and business readiness level of 8.12. So when I say these TRL levels and BRL levels, we use a scientific tool which we have created called Innovometer, which makes you judiciously say at what TRL levels you are. And I would request all of you to go to the Play Store, both at iOS as well as Android, to pick up that tool which is called Innovometer, developed by us, which can tell you clearly at what TRL levels and BRL levels you are in. So we follow both TRL levels as well as business readiness levels, so that it will give a great clarity of where we are. So this has been successfully commercialized, and we have generated a revenue of 17 lakhs. And we are trying to go to other pharmaceutical companies to see how this 3-stage process of tablet manufacturing can be created, a training manual can be created for the digitally less literate. So here again, a short video of 1 minute, I will show it to you, can show that the product is ready and it has been sold.
Yeah.
This has been mentioned in English, but for the customer, we have developed it in the local language. For this audience, we have mentioned it in English. So typically in tablet manufacturing, there are 3 things. There is a step called granulation, this step called consolidation. The consolidation is this step called consolidation, which says how the tablet will behave when it goes into the intestine. So therefore the simulation exercise is being shown here. The last stage is compression, when the tablet is mounted on the hopper, where the granulated thing is mounted in the hopper and the tablet is created. So the third thing, the third technology which we wanted to show is device-led technology, where we have created a smart yoga mat. And this is this is the most successful startup which we have, which has, I would say it will be a unicorn very shortly, provided in a year's time, we are hoping that it will be a unicorn. It is a smart yoga mat. India is famous for its homegrown wellness, I think it's called yoga. I think all of you from Israel must be also aware of yoga. So we have created this smart yoga mat, which is a yoga mat with 8 sensors, which is a flexible sensors have been built on the yoga mat, and we have successfully sold it in 32 countries. Around 200 mats are being sold every month, and this is a very successful project. And it was the entire 71-member ministry of the Indian cabinet is using this yoga mat. So the point I'm making is this is a successful product. Many times these startups come and go, but this is one of the startups which we have supported right from the beginning, ideation stage, collaborated with them, and then we have created an international product all made in India. So here again, I would like to show the demo just to give a glimpse of the product so that this yoga mat is keen since the sensors and actuators are easy to understand, but the key thing here is the flexibility of the sensors and actuators, because it has to be folded, and that is the patent which we are owning, and that makes it a difficult product to work on, because it works on pressure. So pressure from various people is different, so therefore a degree of AI is required to come out with the right assessment of how the positions are being worked on. This is the work which we are doing in generative AI. We have humanized AI voice from this startup called Dubwords, which is an interesting product. Many times when you hear something as an AI voice, you quickly say that, hey, this is from Siri, it does not sound like a human voice. It sounds like an automated voice. So the attempt of this startup or Dubwords is to come out with humanizing artificially generated voice. That is how dubbing, subtitles, and text-to-speech activities are being done. The person will be here. I think Dubwords, as a startup, will be here for the pitch sessions. I think you can hear from him better. I would like to ignore that because of the lack of time. So as I talked about the startup community, that is called the innovation activities we are doing, but we are doing research ourselves also in IIT Mandi, wherein we are trying to work with the academic institutions and trying to make them move to innovation rather than stopping at publishing a paper or releasing a patent. We are trying to say that, hey, the idea is good, it has moved well, then can we look at translating this product which on some bedrock of some foundational research. So the foundational research on which the human-computer interaction work is being done in IIT Mandi is our 3. We work on computer vision. We have a fairly strong team in computer vision. We have a fairly strong team in generative AI. And the last but not the least is we have a strong team in sensors and actuators, and we call it as perception engineering. So the first product which is we are proud of is the driver alert management system which we are building along with Chandigarh Transport Undertaking, which is getting commercialized in 4 variants of buses. This is a AI and computer vision driven device-led technology that I just showed to you what we are doing in contributing to road safety in India. Because if the driver is not alert, accidents happen. So while the accidents can happen for 4 different reasons, we are only addressing one reason. The other 3 reasons we are working with other institutes in the country. IIT Roorkee, IIT Guwahati, and NIT Warangal are the 3 other institutes with whom we are working to cater to the other 3 areas which result in road accidents.
This is this that the bond was equation close together and this is a limited device for its people here.
So this product is getting implemented in 438 buses in one of the smarter roadways company in India, that is in Chandigarh. We are trying to move with other roadways companies in India too. popularize this. I think this is the work which we are trying to work in trying to address the quality management problem in fabric. There was a startup which I talked to from Israel, which are converting fiber to clothing. I think he's sitting there. So we are also working in textile and fabric, both in natural fabric as well as in artificial or synthetic fabric, in terms of trying to find out the quality issues in fabric when they are on the loom. So many times contamination in natural fiber and issues in technical fibers or synthetic fibers are very difficult to fathom. So therefore we are again using computer vision techniques at the foundational research to work in these two areas. So I think I was talking to the director of IIT Jammu to help us in getting data for natural fiber, that is Pashmina, which is a very expensive natural fiber which India has, and we are proud of it. But many times the authentication gets suffered, and people get cheated by not having the authentic Pashmina fiber. So these are the things we are trying to address, which are real life problems. So again, I will try to ignore this. I have to rush. The last one which I want to highlight is we are working in generative AI in trying to solve domain-specific language model problems. We are working in the legal domain. Anything which is text-rich, we have cracked the problem of trying to summarize and paraphrase these things. And the first thing which we have got is in Punjab and Haryana High Court, we are working with them in terms of trying to summarize and paraphrase paper books, which are the most complex of the legal documents, because they come with 26 variants of the documents, which are difficult to summarize. And we have done that through AI agents. So again, I will try to go on this. Perception engineering, that is, I think, early detection of dementia. I think I was happy to see that Dr. Levy is also working in Parkinson's disease and other areas which are neurological disorders. We at IIT Mandi are also working in brain-computer interaction. Dementia is a neurological disease which is a degenerative disease. So that makes it a very complex disease, because the earlier you detect, the longer the guy can live without this disability. So a lot of people are working on various things. We are working on three approaches. One is through a dielectric constant approach, which is being displayed here. The second, we are working through AR, VR, trying to figure out at what from a brain-computer interaction. We at the Center of Human-Computer Interaction have some very high-end equipment with us in terms of 256-channel EEGs, FNIRS, and TDCS. These are some techniques we are using. We would like to have collaborators from Israel to have a look at our CHCI lab and see how we can collaborate and come out with affordable solutions. The way you are looking at affordability, we also are looking at affordability, because India needs affordable solutions. Thank you very much.